between parents plays an important role in a child's upbringing, as you can say.
Yeah, of course. And what I feel, as far as possible, the both the parents should avoid any conflict or say fight between them in front of the child, so that, because that affects their emotional well-being. Like, they're scared when they see the parents fight, because their entire world depends on the parents. Then if you have a happy atmosphere at home with not much of tension, because of course tensions will come up at certain times, but all the time, like, not most of the times, if you keep it jovial and nice without any tension, so then they grow up in a better and emotional environment. It's a little bit of a stable childhood that they get.
Our generation is totally different, and we are adapting to a different kind of environment, like casual relationships, like Western culture. So how should a parent react to this and help their child not fall into a wrong trap, or guide their child?
Because each generation is going to be different from the previous generation. So actually, the relationship between the parent and child also depends on the upbringing of the parent also, and how open minded the parent is. One thing the parent has to understand is that society is changing at a rapid rate than before. Like, before, the changes that used to take place maybe in 25 years, they are taking place in just 2 years. So that rapid is the change. So you have to adapt yourself to those changes, see what things are changing. So the child is growing up in a different environment than your own environment that you were brought up in. So you have to accept this, and you cannot compare your time with their time, because that person is growing in a different environment than yours. You have to accept this. Accept that person as the child is, he or she. And whatever about this relationships, I think it's more for any relationship for that matter, trust is what matters. So I think you should be honest in your relationship with your child. The more honest you are, and more friendly also. So if the child finds a friend in you, a real genuine friend, so it will come with all the problems to you. Maybe first it may the child may not be so may not find so much friendliness in you. He might come just for certain things, but then as and when as your relationship with the child develops, as you grow, you come to know that no, my mom or my dad are there for me always, and whatever problems I take to them, they will be able to solve it. And you should not reprimand the child for that, because everyone makes mistakes. You should be more accepting of their mistakes. Nobody is perfect. So once they know that my parents are there for me, whatever I do, whatever mistakes I do, I can always tell them. If you can instill in your children, then they know that you are always there for them. So even whatever mistakes they make, they will come back to you. So then you can guide them in a proper way, rather than they going to some friends of theirs who may give them wrong advices, and that might lead to some other problems in their life. So at least for the right kind of advices, they can come to you. But for that, you have to be a very good friend of your child. So you have to develop that relationship. That will not come in just a day or two. It will come through the years that you are there with your child, and that has to come from the parent only, because the parent has to change with the environment. The parent has to accept the child. So first the parent has to be honest, and then the child will eventually become honest.